Good evening, I am Tomas Guevara Calderon, and this is the channel Rewriting the Reality. Subscribe now to expand your objective knowledge. In today's episode we are going to touch on a religious theme. A rather controversial issue that has even led to mass murders. It is the religious term known as the Rapture. There was a man named John Nelson Darby in the 1800s who had a significant relationship with the Bible. He was born on November 18, 1800, and died on April 29, 1882. Darby was an Anglo-Irish theologian and preacher, known to be an influential figure among the early Plymouth Brethren. Darby is considered the father of modern dispensationalism and futurism. In addition, he made a translation of the Bible based on the Greek and Hebrew texts, entitled The Holy Scriptures, New Translation from their original languages. His work and teachings have had a lasting impact on certain Christian movements. John Nelson Darby preached on the concept of the rapture. According to this doctrine, believers in Christ would be taken to heaven before a period of tribulation on earth. Darby taught that this would imply that followers of the Bible would be taken to heaven body and soul, thus avoiding the sufferings of tribulation. This teaching has influenced many Christian denominations, especially the evangelical movement and modern dispensationalism. Although the word rapture does not appear verbatim in the Bible, the concept is present in several passages. Here are some verses that are interpreted as references to the rapture. 1 Thessalonians 4:16-17, For the Lord himself will descend from heaven with a shout, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet of God, and the dead in Christ will rise first. Then we who are alive and remain will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air, and so we will always be with the Lord. 2 Corinthians 15:51-52, Behold, I say unto you a mystery, we shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed, in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trumpet, for the trumpet will sound, and the dead will rise incorruptible, and we will be changed. 3 John 14:1-3, Let not your heart be troubled, you believe in God, believe in me also. In my Father's house there are many mansions, if it were not so, I would have told you, I am therefore going to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come again, and take you to myself, that where I am, you may be also. These passages are interpreted by many as descriptions of the rapture, where believers will be taken to heaven to meet Jesus. The most famous recent tragedy was that of the Branch Davidians, led by David Koresh, a religious sect that emerged as a branch of the Seventh-day Adventist Davidians. Their primary beliefs included the apocalyptic interpretation of the Bible and the belief in the imminent return of Jesus Christ. David Koresh claimed to be the last prophet and believed he was on a mission to prepare his followers for the end of the world. He taught that only they would be saved during the apocalypse and that they should live a strictly religious life away from the outside world. In addition, Koresh and his followers believed in the need to arm themselves to defend themselves against what they saw as inevitable persecution by the government and other outside forces. Another immense tragedy using religious beliefs was the one caused by the Nazis. Adolf Hitler and the Nazi regime used a distorted interpretation of certain elements of Christianity to support their ideology of Aryan supremacy. Although Hitler did not use the Bible directly to justify his actions, he did promote a version of positive Christianity that rejected many traditional Christian doctrines and Jewish elements of the Bible, such as the Old Testament. Hitler described Jesus as an Aryan fighter who opposed the Pharisees and Jewish materialism. This reinterpretation was part of a broader effort to align certain aspects of Christianity with Nazi ideology, although many Christian leaders and denominations opposed these distortions. In addition, in his book Mein Kampf, published in 1925, Hitler expressed racist and anti-Semitic ideas that became the basis of his religious movement. This is why this channel exists, because we must understand that the Bible is not a holy book and that it has caused more deaths than any other book in the history of mankind. This is one of the reasons why you should subscribe to this channel, and if you want more information, buy my books on Amazon.com.